Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin. Behind the camera we got Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we are we're mixing it up. I had a request for a t-shirt wall walk, so we're gonna check out the t-shirts. We're going to give some staff picks, flip through some new arrivals and recently priced records, and address some YouTube questions at the end of the video. As always, if you see anything you like, you can give the shop a ring. You can DM me on Instagram or just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Dylan.
Yes?
What are you listening to, Dylan?
Bro, you know what they call me?
What do they call you, dude?
Heavy Metal Dylan. You know where heavy metal comes from?
Like the blues.
Blues, yes.
Hard rock.
Hard rock.
Revved up guitar virtuoso.
Yes.
High energy rock and roll.
Yes. And just fucking amazing drumming.
Right.
And singing.
Yes.
High pitched screams.
What about bass playing?
And a solid bass player.
What about his vocal harmonies? How are they?
Amazing. It's like, what the fuck's he doing?
Is the vocalist a powerhouse?
Yes.
Wow, that sounds like a great band.
It's a fucking amazing band. And it's crazy, because I'll get to this in a second. But obviously, I'm talking about Van Halen. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you guys doing? Why do we have 2 copies of Van Halen 1 sitting around for under 20 bucks right now? It's amazing. Van Halen 2 for 20 bucks exact. Amazing. Still here, still rocking. And it's crazy because I texted you, like, you ever heard of this band Van Halen? You said no. And I was like, what?
I have heard of them.
Oh.
I have a funny factoid about them.
Go ahead.
I remember reading like 15 years ago that on OkCupid, remember that site OkCupid?
Yes.
Like the dating site?
Yes.
I guess like the #1 band for men on that site was Van Halen. And I was like, you know what? Fucking A.
Hell yeah.
The very
Was there an age group, or was that like
100 and up? No,
Okay.
it was just like
in general?
Yeah.
Every man on that site.
You can imagine, what do you call it? The whatever limited data crawling there was at the time, aggregating whatever information there was. The chaotic site.
Yes.
So, OkCupid data from like 15-ish years ago agrees that Van Halen rocks amongst men.
Yes, amongst men, the best band.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you listening to?
Well, we got a big restock from one of my distributors, and it was a lot of underground punk music, and I've been listening to a lot of it. First out, got to shout out Ice Peeled. They just split a record with Wet the Rope. I'm so sad it took me forever to get this. This is Chad Straup's band. You know that this is a pro Chad Straup establishment in all things, and this is no exception. Really good, very naturalistic sounding approach to a lot of like 90s hardcore. Even to say 90s hardcore, I'm talking about is like the California take on the DC sound, which if you're, that's a big part of San Diegan music history. And this is a very, everything about it feels natural, not forced, not contrived. Really liked it. I enjoyed it. Good job again, as always, Chad Straup. Misery, classic. New Crow LP, a Japanese band, classic. Some band from Austin, didn't hear it. Something it was about Canadian black metal, didn't hear it. Old, I think this is like a new breed comp band, kind of a deep cut New York group. Bog People, old Portland peace punk from like 10 years ago. Weird that this is out, but I love it. Great, good job. Order from Chaos reissues on Nuclear War now. Great. Hey, speaking of 90s hardcore, this is from that the same like late 90s Swedish scene that like Refused came out of and stuff. I love this stuff. It's very weird. I don't know if I recommend it for anyone, but I enjoy it. I think Portland punk stuff. This is some bestial war metal. Sounded kind of more like grindcore to me, but I know there's a lot of crossover with that. Still pretty fun, noisy music. This stuff is great. Members of Totalitar, classic Swedish style D-beat restock of a really good weird metal band, but I like this record quite a bit. I think we got some Orchid reissues. The best hardcore record from last year that I sold exactly 1 copy of in this whole store. Shame on you. The best record from like 2 years ago that I've sold a lot of, so good job. Restock on the Chisel, Excrement Award. These Mercy records, I sell these quite frequently. Another good job, because these records rule. Death Church is back, Angry Samoan's back, Necrot's back. We've had all these guys before. They're classics in their own right. Probably one of the best records in the whole store. Great, classic. It's another Swedish hardcore record, newer band. So much good Swedish D-beat coming out. Really reliable scene. Good stuff. You know what I love to see? I love to see featuring members of Svart Parade and Domdar and Dis Sober. Love to see members of Dis Sober as a selling point. Those Orchid reissues, and there we go. So I have, that's it. That's my entire stat pick. Listen to all those. Buy them all, is my suggestion. Should we look through some other records?
Sure.
Okay. I have an alarming news for you, Dylan.
Yes.
The 78 is closed from rain.
Yes.
But more importantly,
Yes.
this is an epidemic in America.
Yes.
Loneliness.
Yes.
You heard about this?
Yes.
You seen this?
Yes.
You feel affected by the loneliness epidemic in America?
Yes.
You're lying.
Not right now.
Because there's literally someone around you. You're literally in a room with someone.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about this, and it's interesting to me because I feel like I have failed in so many ways in life. Like, I just don't conduct myself properly. I'm not like well traveled. I haven't learned a second language. I don't do regular doctor's visits. There's just a skincare routine, non-existent. There's so many things.
Yes.
In the midst of a loneliness epidemic, I can report that I'm not affected by it.
You're not lonely?
No.
Oh, dude, I've seen you alone all the time. You're not lonely then?
Yeah, I can. That's alone time. That's healthy.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's not like the same thing. The one thing I've done right in life
Does not be lonely.
is to like kind of consistently have good company, or like, you know, as much of it that I need.
Enjoy the time by yourself.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like just not an issue. I understand the conditions leading to it.
Yeah.
People are isolated. They don't have a third place. You heard about these things? These
Third place?
Yeah, you never heard that? It's not in like your TikTok isn't.
No.
There's like your work and
My
then-
TikTok is not. Oh, that kind of
Yeah,
third
your
place.
work and then your home, and then there's a third place you go, and that's supposed to be like kind of a communal spot.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, now because of capitalism and consumption, that's where we're lucky, you know, in San Diego.
Oh, I thought you meant here.
No, you can have.
It's like at the shop.
I'm not
or-
saying you do have.
Yes.
This is place two. This is work.
This is my work. It
Right.
used to be my third place.
Right.
Now it's just my second place, and I don't have. I guess I have multiple third places.
Yeah. And then most of people don't. Apparently, this is a problem.
I guess.
There's like beaches, there's trails, there's all these great things in here that are like true, genuine third places. We're very lucky.
I suppose.
We've done it right. We did a good job.
Yeah.
We avoided this epidemic.
Yes, we avoided it.
Viewer questions is the part of the vid where we answer questions left on last week's YouTube comment section. Media Luna Listens is hitting us with the burning question of, do we still need used record mailers? And the answer is hell yes, dude. Always. No, sincerely, they really do help a lot. If you're gonna throw them away, please don't. We'll use them. We love them. Whatever you got, bring them on down. And we got the rare Instagram DM question. I do prefer the YouTube comment section, but hey, you know, everyone's in. Chris Paul is hitting us with a top
Chris
5.
Paul?
Yeah, the Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, the basketball player?
Oh, probably.
Oh, fuck, dude, that's sick.
Undetermined.
Okay.
A Chris Paul
Yes.
is asking for our top 5 punk records, which I don't know if we've answered this one before.
I don't think so.
I got mine are boring as hell, dog.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess the only curveballs.
They're only curveballs?
My only curveballs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like the New York Dolls first album. I don't know
Okay.
if a lot of people have that on their list.
Yeah.
I could see that at number 1. I don't know. These are unranked,
Yeah. Just unnumbered.
unnumbered.
Yeah.
And the Dictator's first album, I think it's pretty stupendous. I rank that one really high. This is like punk too, not like hardcore stuff. That's a little blurry. If we're talking punk, which is how I'm interpreting it.
Yes.
How I choose to interpret it. It's kind of pre-80s, right? Never mind the Bullocks. Boring answer. Ramones Leave Home.
Leave home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Controversial, I know.
No, I mean, that's your favorite. I get it. I'm not mad.
That's only 4?
Yeah, you're 4.
Those are the only ones I know. Why don't you talk?
Tell me if this is hardcore, so I
Okay.
don't know if it falls. The first thing that comes in my head when I think of punk was the first Suicidal record.
Yeah, that's not...
It's not punk?
No,
That
no,
doesn't
no.
count as more hardcore?
I mean, if we're just using this as a thought exercise.
Yes. I mean, okay.
You don't usually get to talk about this kind of stuff, so...
Not normally.
Yeah.
And I don't think about it
Right.
as much, weirdly,
Yeah, I know.
when I'm not around.
Yeah, if we just talk like pre-80s.
Yeah, so pre-80s, I'll have to also put in the Ramones, but Rocket to Russia, that's my Ramones record.
Not a bad call.
I'm bad with years. I don't know when comes.
You don't have to be a hard pre-70s, but you just...
Yeah, because the second one is Shock Troops.
Okay, yeah, I think that's technically 82, but I think it's whatever. It's in the spirit of it.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Anti-Noerly, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that band. It's my favorite band. It's my favorite band all time, number one.
Respect.
That's all I have. I didn't have time to think. Those are the first three that comes to my mind. Do you have your fifth?
I'll just say something very silly.
Go ahead.
Do I say something very silly?
Go with your heart, brother.
I think Shadows of Night, to give you a 60s band. I think Backdoor Men is like one of probably the best garage rock full-length album.
Yeah.
And I think probably qualifies as far as like snarling punk music goes. I'm strictly thinking of this as a pre-hardcore kind of conversation.
Yeah.
Which changes things quite a bit. But as far as like actual punk music, those are all pretty high up there for me. Boring.
No.
I guess I had a couple curveballs.
Yeah, the last one you just said.
Yeah, I just made that up for no reason.
The Dictators and the, what's it called?
Dolls.
Dolls are curveballs to me because I don't think about them as punk, more as like glam, I guess.
I think the Dictators.
Yeah, I see your point with the Dictators.
Yeah, I've gone on record as my little headcanon.
Yes.
I think they're in the same sense that like Judas Priest kind of like politicized metal. In a way of like saying like, no, we are not hard rockin' dudes. Mm-hmm. We are united metal forces. You know, like really crystallized the idea. Mm-hmm. I think the Dictators did that with punk music in '75. Like Master Race Rock. If you look at the lyrics of that, that's like astonishingly a crystal clear vision of what that of punk rock as a community. Real interesting record. I don't know. I guess it gets recognized, but maybe I recognize it a little more than others. But anyways, that's all we got for this week. If you have any questions you would like to see answered on next week's show, leave a question or comment in the YouTube comment section. We'll address it then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace. You know what? Fucking A.